When the number one player does something great, the number two has to follow, and Bajaj have to do what TVS did with the Orbiter. They launched an affordable scooter, and that too very different than the existing Chetak. This is a C25, smaller battery pack at an aggressive price point of 91,000 rupees, makes it super value for money. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all the details about this particular scooter. Is it practical? I'm going to tell you. Before that, do subscribe to the channel. First, let's address the pricing, because the existing Chetak costs about somewhere between 1,20,000 to 1,35,000-40,000 rupees, which is so much expensive than the Orbiter, and that's why they have launched it at 91,000. At that price point, you're getting very less equipment. Suspension is different, battery pack is smaller. At the same time, even the motor has only top speed of 55 kmph, so that's the reason they have undercut the pricing. Start from the front design of the scooter. It has the Chetak elements, a new headlamp unit. It has this horseshoe shaped DRL, high beam, low beam, and you have the LED indicators as well. This has the same front design as the Chetak, but it's completely closed in piano black finish. Have the Chetak logo here and a very small 80 by 90 section 12-inch wheels. Alloy wheels design is different. In the front, you have the traditional telescopic suspension, unlike the Chetak, which has a single side mounted suspension. Plushy the suspension, because this was a big complaint in Chetak because it was very stiff. Feels very plushy. So I'm very excited to ride how this feels, especially a lot of people want to buy this as a family scooter and they want comfortable ride. Along with that, for safety, you have a disc brake given in the front. The forks are completely hidden, so the front end feels very sleek. But if you see the front design, it's quite narrow, quite small, still metal body. But if you come to the side of the scooter, you have a floorboard mounted 2.5 kilowatt hour battery pack, 113 kilometers. That's a claimed range. So realistically, you can expect about 85-90 inches on the higher side, because the tire profile is quite small. The rolling resistance will be small, so you'll get more range than the Orbiter is what I am expecting. Because of the smaller battery pack, weight of the scooter is also less. It is as less as 22 kgs than the older Chetak, even with the metal body. They have done quite a few changes in the motor. There is no wheel mounted motor. This is a hub motor similar to the Orbiter. Chetak is like, why just TVS using the hub motor? We'll also use it. They have done it. How this performs is something we need to know. Even in the rear, you have the spring loaded suspension, very plushy design. If you see the graphics over here, very modern, because they are targeting the youth audience just like the Orbiter. If you see the tail lamps, it has this nice crystal effect styling. It looks very nice and fresh, and the indicators are integrated over here. You also have a tail tidy here, so riding in the rain will be much safe. You don't have a lot of mud splashing over here. Here you have a aluminum casted grab rail. But more importantly, a lot of people buy scooters because they want storage and practicality. In this, unlike the older Chetak, get a smaller boot. So that used to get 35. This has 25 liters. Depth is there, unlike the Orbiter, which comes with a little bigger boot. This is smaller, but I think this will be practical. But there is a small disadvantage, because Chetak used to come with an onboard charger. I think the only scooter in the segment to do that. But now we don't have that, because it comes with an off-board charger, and that is in the capacity of 750 watts. So it used to take about 0 to 80 in 2 to 2.25 hours. An onboard charger would have been better, because off-board charger will take a lot of space in the boot, because that used to have a glove box in the front, and the cable used to fit in here comfortably. We have to talk about the performance of the scooter. It is in the little disappointing side, because top speed of this particular vehicle is 55 kmph, because the motor is just 2.2 kilowatt and nominal power will be 1.8. That is very less. But how it performs on the road, because the hub motors has different character than the mid-drive motor, the wheel fixed permanent motors, that will be different. We'll see to that when we are driving. And in the rear, there is no disc brake. You have a drum brake system. How the hub wheel works, it worked in the TVS, so I think it will work here. But even in the rear, you have a smaller section. And if you talk about the features that is there in this vehicle, there is no TFT display, there is no touchscreen. You have a colored LCD screen, which has all the features similar to that of the Bounce or the older iQubes that used to come. You have the battery percentage here, what is the power output, odometer, speedometer, range and time and all of it. So very functional. You also have a tail lights here. Even the buttons are completely new. You have a new hub over here. Button has piano black finish. Mirrors are white. How the visibility is, we're gonna test it tomorrow. And now we have to talk about how we people fit in this scooter, because the scooter has become very compact. I'm about 6 feet tall, very bulky person. When I sit, the scooter definitely feels smaller for sure. And see how the C25 looks on all of them. So for me, it definitely looks smaller. For Ashish, it's about perfect. It's about perfect height, perfect weight. It looks good. If you are a college going person, let's say you are more lean and more fit and less tall than 6 feet, then it will fit more comfortably. You can easily flat foot, the seat will be comfortable. So this is how the size variation matters. And if you're a taller person, I don't think you'll look good in this scooter for sure. Now, Bajaj could not achieve all of this with an existing chassis. So they have built a new frame completely. So the wheelbase is much shorter now. So the riding will be more agile. At the same time, they packed a smaller battery pack as well. And because of that, the seat length is also reduced now. It's about 650 mm. The seat is quite plushy, feels good, single piece seat. And more importantly, what is the realistic range? And from my expectations, you will get about at least 20-30 kilometers less than so we can get about somewhere 80-85. If you're a hypermiling, you might get 90. And more importantly, they have given 3 years, 50,000 kilometers warranty. And in terms of deliveries, you can start bookings now. And by this month end, you will start having deliveries is what Bajaj has said. And by Feb, it will be all over the country. Bajaj has to do this. Then the TVS will eat the market share. They are already number one. In the end, it was a much needed update from Bajaj because they have to do it to compete with the Orbiter because crazy good price point. The scooter looks good. They have to do something different and they have done it. And I want to see how the market responds. Will this scooter be good? Because the top speed is only 55. The scooter looks quite compact. It has some useful features and we have a lot of showrooms from Bajaj. So how the reliability will be, we're going to check that out. Now in the end, I want to conclude by saying that we had good family scooters from both Chetak and iQube, but now we have more youthful products from both these brands, but very different approach. Orbiter has this big body style, different colors option with different panels, but good boot space, good range, also very good price point with only one variant. Chetak in the other hand has a very compact body style, smaller battery pack, little smaller boot, at a very good price point, little less than the Orbiter, but I really wish they could have priced it another 5,000-7,000 less. I think it would have been a very good hit is what I'm feeling, but we're going to ride this very soon. So to watch that video, you have to stay subscribed. In the end, what do you like about the C25 or you like the Orbiter? Let me know in the comment section. And this is a brand new Pradeep on Wheels channel. If you're watching till the end, I think you should subscribe and support us. We're going to have very interesting videos coming soon. Until then, take care from Pune.